Hi, beautiful friends. Laurel here. So, delightful news. I have heard from many of you that your Earth Angel Oracle card are arriving at your doorstep. And I am thrilled. And thank you so much for ordering them and supporting me and opening your heart to the beautiful cards and messages that are in this deck. And I thought I would make this video to share with you how I consecrate a new oracle deck. And this is a method that was taught to me by one of my teachers years ago. I love a good ritual. I think rituals are wonderful. And I have found this to be really helpful. And so I'm going to share it with you. So you take whatever your new deck is. It works with the Earth Angels Oracle. It also works with whatever other deck you want to use. You hold your deck in your non-dominant hand. So I am right-handed. It is in my left hand. And you knock on it 3 times. What I was told is it helps knock the energy out of the deck. I get that might be a little weird, but listen, a good ritual is a good ritual, right? The next thing you want to do is you want to actually touch every card in the deck. So I'm just doing this in front of you right now. I usually will do this on my tabletop or desktop, but I am just touching every single card. I'm going to put some of them down because it's a big 70 card deck and it can be a little cumbersome to do all of this just holding them in my hand so they don't all go flying out. And so I'm just touching every single card, and I'm just rambling because it might take a little while. Again, 70 cards. Count with me. I'm actually not counting. You don't have to count. It's okay. Okay, it's all the cards. Next thing you do is you take your card deck and you fan it out and you hold it over your heart and you say a prayer to God and the angels. You infuse the deck with your intentions. And so this is sort of the kind of prayer I place into my decks. So, angels, God, I ask that you bless and consecrate this deck. I ask that the messages come through clearly, that the messages are healing, inspiring, uplifting, that they amplify our divine guidance, and that they come through in service to the highest and best good. May this be an instrument of love and divinity. For this and so much more, I am so grateful, and so it is. Amen. And then you're ready with your deck. So that's how you consecrate your deck. You don't have to do it this way. I love this process. The other thing I was taught is you may have a deck that energetically starts to feel sticky. And the way you know if that's happening is the readings don't make sense. You can always reconsecrate the deck. Or maybe you're doing readings at a metaphysical show or with all of your friends and everyone's been touching your deck. When you get home, reconsecrate it. You reset it. And what will happen is your energy and the energy of your divine team begins to infuse the deck. The deck is already infused with the love of the angels, but I believe that a deck works best when we build a personal relationship with it. So if you do want to build a relationship with this deck, I recommend that once a day for the next month or so. It's not a suspicious month, like if you miss a day, you have to start over, but for a period of time, maybe each morning, you come to the deck, you shuffle it, you ask your angels to bring you a message for that day, and then just pull a card each day. So if I were doing this, this would be my card for the day that I will share with you. Visioning. Gorgeous. I love this image. Wait, I'm going to move it over here. Visioning. Allow yourself to see beyond this moment and help dream the world into being. I'm reminded of a conversation I just had with my friend Swati, and we were talking about law of attraction, and she says, no, it's now law of assumption. It's even more powerful. And I thought, that sounds awesome. So she gave me the name of a book to read, and I'm just thinking about this invitation to dream a new world into being. But what will happen is the more you use a deck, the more you and your angels build a shorthand. So what you might find is that maybe I have an image here. I just pulled a random card. Oh, she takes my breath away. And when the angels and I created this card, we brought forward the message of the wise one. And I'm not saying that that might not be the message that you receive when this card comes up for you, but you may also find over time that this card or any other card in any other deck will begin to have a meaning that's unique to you. The deck I was using before this one, I have been using since 2005. And there are cards in that deck that have special meaning to me as a practitioner because over the years, my angels and I have built a shorthand with the deck. So even if the original author had a different intention for a card, I now have my own relationship with each card. And so my hope is that this deck is broad enough, loving enough for you to build your own relationship with it. To not just use this deck because I created it. Like Laurel was a wonderful angelic practitioner, and listen, if that's why you want to buy it, I'm thrilled to help you out. But I also created this deck so that you can develop your own relationship with it, and that takes time. And to give yourself time, whether it's this deck or another deck. Some decks sing to you right away. Other decks take a little bit of time. It's why I started using this deck for a few months before I put it up for sale. I had a relationship with it because I created it, or the angels and I created it, but I also wanted to use it as a practitioner. I wanted to understand how the readings were going to come forward. I wanted to understand the rhythm of the cards and what they meant, and how the different imagery spoke to me as an intuitive and a practitioner over time. And I think that's true for any deck. So that is an invitation on how to consecrate your deck. If you have your own way of doing it, that's perfectly fine. If you did order the deck, thank you. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this deck helps bring forward messages for you that inspire you, encourage you, and help you connect with the beauty of your soul. Thank you so much, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.